Last week, because it's been a minute, Virginia Tech expanded their territory just a little bit more. They now control a pretty good percentage of the Rust Belt after beating Michigan State in a incredibly low-scoring 10-3 battle. And now that Thanksgiving has passed, we're going pretty full speed ahead through the rest of this thing. I'm slated to go 1 game per day, and there's kind of no margin for error anymore. So all doubleheaders kind of have to happen immediately, and we will just keep rolling. The new playoff rankings are out. I think we have 6 of the potential 12 playoff teams on here right now. We have Alabama. Crap, I totally forgot. Alabama, Oregon, Boise State, Texas. Iowa State's also there, and Notre Dame. So that's 6 of the 12 possible teams. It's a pretty good ratio, given the randomness and insanity that Imperialism tends to purvey its trade in. I totally forgot the word for that. Anyway, let's just keep going. Because there are 46 teams left, and we have to get down to the top 45 with this episode. So let's shuffle and get going. On episode 89 of College Football 25 Season-Long Imperialism, the next team is... Marshall. It stops just before the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana, who deserve to get to this top 25 after their 3 very impressive victories so far. Well, 2. The first one was a disaster. But we have Marshall. They will be playing, and they only have 2 choices. They are bordered by Georgia Tech to the west, and Virginia Tech, who might play their 3rd game in 4 episodes, to the east. Let's see which way this arrow goes. That's going to go left. And Georgia Tech, their territory is so spread out already. This is eventually going to happen between these 2 superpowers, but Georgia Tech will play their 4th game of Imperialism to try and get on the precipice of earning an extra life. Let me double check to make sure they've played 3. Check that. Yeah, they're 3, so they've got a potential to get to 4-0 right here. Let's get this set up. Georgia Tech versus Marshall. Georgia Tech's an 82 overall, much better offense than defense, and they have been battle-tested in real life. Crazy 8 overtime victory over Georgia. We got Marshall right here, 79 overall. They're a decent group of 5 team, but I would definitely give the edge to the Yellow Jackets here. Let's get these uniforms set up. You're going to have the standard Georgia Tech uniforms, and then Marshall, I think we might go with their green and black. Green and white? Yeah, let's go with that. Well, no. Let's see if there's anything cooler for Marshall. Got their away look. We don't want that. Alternate, I think, is all black. Home option is all green. That's a fun look. My options like that. Home option 2. Green and black could be fun. Yeah, let's go with that. We're going to go green and black for Marshall. Let's get it going. This is going to be a nightcap game, as many of them will be, as we finish this out. Returning once again to Atlanta, the site of the eventual national championship game, although it's going to be down the street at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Let's get these rosters up and ready to go so I can actually do my job correctly. Georgia Tech versus Marshall. One of those matchups that's only possible when one team really expands their territory and takes what they think they deserve. They're a powerhouse of the ACC. They're one of the toughest teams in real life. We'll have to see if that once again translates over into the virtual world of college football imperialism. As Marshall finally plays in this tournament, we'll see if they can last for more than one battle here. And I have immediately lost connection. We've got it back. Gonna take a second on Georgia Tech's lineup. They will be getting the ball first, so hopefully I can load this as fast as humanly possible, and I will. Decent kick return to the 18. Let's get it going. I've been so subjective and vibes based on how I judge those kick returns, but what can you do? Haynes King in the pistol with Jamal Haynes behind him. King. Haynes has some blockers to the outside, the 25, and he is taken down for a 10-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and inches. He was a workhorse, and clearly you could almost like sense the words that were coming out of his mouth when he would like trudge to the sideline, hobbled and completely exhausted. He did not want to come out of that game, and you would love to see the same fight in this matchup that means a similar level to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. King going to take it on the read option. He goes to the 30, to the 35. Wide open up to the 45-yard line. A fantastic run for a first down for the Yellow Jackets. Now, obviously Marshall is not as storied an opponent as their truly hated rivals in Georgia. But every single game in this series is a direct pathway to the national championship. So it all means the same, regardless of who's on the other side of the field. King gonna run it again. They don't know how to cover this yet. It's gonna be a broken tackle. Number 6 couldn't wrap him up. That was A.G. McGee who missed that tackle. It'll be a 7-yard gain for Haynes King, bringing up 2nd and 3, as I just said. Georgia Tech took out Tennessee in their first game, I believe. Then they knocked off Appalachian State, and then who'd they beat in their third one? I've completely forgotten. It's a quick handoff to the left. It'll pick up no gain. Jamal Haynes that time. Georgia Tech in their third game. Totally blanking on it now. Relatively recently. Purdue. They beat Purdue. There goes Haynes to the outside. He gets the first down, has a lead blocker, and he gets all the way to the 40-yard line. Georgia Tech in business in their opening drive. They would love to make quick work of the Marshall Thundering Herd here. And they're not providing much of a... Marshall's not providing much of an opposition here to Georgia Tech's rushing attack so far. The Yellow Jackets have yet to attempt a pass. That changes right here. They're running an RPO slant inside. That'll be a 6-yard gain to number 9. That is Avery Boyd, the number 2 tight end on that roster. So it'll be 2nd and 4 for Georgia Tech here. King pointing out defenders. Audibles to his right. Let's see if they hand it off that way. They do. It goes out the middle, and Jamal Haynes does get the first down. It's a close call, but they give him the forward progress. And the Yellow Jackets keep marching forward. This is one of the most storied programs in all of college football. They still run a pretty heavy read option set. Haynes King has been one of the most prolific rushing quarterbacks in this tournament. And they'll have to earn their spot in game number 5 here. There goes an outside pitch to number 6. That is Anthony Carey, the number 3 running back, making the catch for a 6-yard gain. That's going to be another random spot in the stat sheet. Comes in for one play, one package designed specifically for him, and number 1 on Marshall's defense is able to get out there and make the stop. It's Josh Moten helping out there. 2nd and 4. King tries to take it outside. And Jabari Ishmael was kind of the mark there. King was hoping that he could just kind of push that outside and get a whole bunch of yardage, but Ishmael gets off his block and quickly gets into a tackling stance to take him down. Loss of a couple there, making it 3rd and 7. King throws deep, open, caught, into the end zone, touchdown, Malik Rutherford. Georgia Tech strikes up the band and leads a pretty convincing opening drive. They won't really be playing in a significant bowl. They don't have a chance at the playoff, thanks to some very embarrassing losses, but they took down Florida State, they took down Miami, and they took down, well, they almost took down Georgia in real life. This is a program and a team that should not be messed with lightly in this tournament. But knowing how the rest of this tournament has gone so far, they will probably get a very difficult test in their 5th game whenever that arrives. And it could be a huge seismic battle between Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech if we get our way. Here's Aiden Burr. He nails the field goal and it's 7-0. A 10-play, 83-yard drive that takes up Almost 4 minutes of game clock, and now Marshall will finally get their opening possession. I believe it's going to be Braylon Braxton in a quarterback, although I may be wrong on that. Marshall comes from the Sun Belt East, one of the very few remaining teams from that conference as we continue to whittle down on the remaining group of 5 squads. That's going to go outside. Not a great return, only the 15-yard line by number 2. It's Tychon Chapman with the return. A.J. Turner, the starting running back for this group. Listed as the number 3 back, but he is number 1 in this depth chart. I believe that's Stone Earl in at quarterback. Let's get a quick check on that. No, it's number 5. He's going to go outside. He's taken down. Who the heck is that? Quick. Quick. It's quick. It's 2nd and 4 to go 6 for Marshall. As we run outside of number 5. They have 2 number 5s in the field at the same time, which is definitely a flag, but they're not going to call that. Very weird push there. It's A.J. Turner with it. Yeah, my entire laptop shut down. All right, 3rd and 4 for Marshall. Quick is going to wait, drop back, roll out. Almost fumbled the ball, and he's sacked for a loss of 3 down to the 4th and 8. And I got to look up their depth chart real quick to try and figure out who this quarterback is, but he's not listed. Or maybe he's on the injury list. Let's check that. They don't have an injury list. Great. Sylvain Yanjuan with back to shut down Marshall in this opening possession. I have not lost audio. I just came back. And there's too much lag over here for me to really effectively do it. Let's just X out of that. Try and get some more RAM for this game. Georgia Tech returns that to the 44. Excellent field position as they try to shut this game down. King throws short. That's going to be caught by number 87, I believe. That is Bailey Stockton with the catch for the first down. Bringing up 2nd and 1 here. It'll be a gain of 9. I don't think that's... There we go. The note service finally turned on. And now I can't see anything. Great. Okay. 2nd and 1 here. Fake handoff to Haynes. He's going to launch it deep. That is a beautiful jumping catch, but a flag is down. Pass was knocked away anyway. Let's see what this flag is. Pass interference. Defense. On the defense. Brutal penalty. So I'll push it forward 15 yards, making it 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. King throws a screen to Jamal Haynes. Triple blocker there. He gets up to the 20-yard line. Fantastic play design. Haynes King with 61 passing yards so far, and Jamal Haynes has been the workhorse everyone expected him to be going into this game. Georgia Tech looking to make very, very quick work of the Marshall Thundering Herd here. And their color scheme is great. Their team name is awesome. We Are Marshall, fantastic movie, but this is going to end pretty quickly for the Thunder Herd if it keeps going at this pace. That run is going to go inside, and Marshall's able to contain it for only a gain of 2 to Eric Singleton Jr. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 18-yard line for Georgia Tech. 22 seconds to go here. King of the shotgun. Throws it outside once again. It's going to be number 9 to the 10. Tries to barrel through and only gets to the 8-yard line. It's a good pickup for Avery Boyd, his second catch of the game. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. He stepped out of bounds. That'll stop the clock momentarily, and Georgia Tech might get their 2nd score before we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Never mind, they won't, unless they run a play incredibly quickly here. They do not. And that is the end of the 1st quarter. Georgia Tech up 7, and they might be about to be up 14. Let's see if they can finish this drive off. King, Haynes, wide open, touchdown, Georgia Tech. Jamal Haynes with the easy walk-in touchdown And Georgia Tech has opened up a 14-point lead. Rosslyn. For some reason, let's see if we can get this right. God, just let me. These ads. Cole Pennington and Stone are all Brayden Braxton. It is a fake player. An entirely fake player for Marshall at quarterback, which you just love to see. You love to see realism in this game that really tried to pride itself on it. And they have. I'm just ribbing them a little bit. 5 plays, 56 yards. They had great field position and immediately made quick work of it. That's what good teams do. They take the opportunity in front of them and they take advantage of it. They don't let it fall away. Speaking of opportunities, Marshall is in do-or-die mode. If they do not score here, we will go to Super Sim and get a quick ending to this welcome back game after a week off for Thanksgiving. Quick, fakes the push pass, under pressure, sacked on the first down. Number 0 for Georgia Tech. Trinilius Tatum with a big-time sack. Quick is slow to get out, ironically. And it'll be 2nd and 17 after the powerful sack up the middle. Nobody blocked him. Marshall doesn't really know what they're doing. And Georgia Tech, who does not have a high-rated defense, is playing like a high-rated group, just like they did against Georgia. Watched that game live with my family. It was an incredible watch, and I really wish Georgia Tech had pulled it off. That would have been incredible. There goes the running back who has a couple of blocks, spins through a player, and gets up to 3rd and 7. That is A.J. Turner with the run. So it'll be 3rd and 7 here. This is the make or break play for the Marshall Thundering Herd. Can they get a first down here and keep their chances alive? Or will they be relegated to Super Sim, just like so many Group of 5 schools have been before them? Big formation change. One open receiver on that right side. Can Quick take advantage, or will he be sacked for the 3rd time in 2 drives? Quick throws, open man. And if he had kept his feet in bounds, that would have been a touchdown. Number 81, Toby Payne, the tight end, getting open for a huge gain and a first down up to the 37. So we're not quite done. Marshall keeps it going here with 20 seconds on the play clock, 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Quick with a quick screen outside number 18. He gets a block to the 50, 45, 40, 35, and he gets pushed out of bounds to the 33. Marshall is in business. Christian Fitzpatrick with the catch outside. He is their number 1 wide receiver, and he plays like it right there. Crucial first down for Marshall as they keep this game going. And a great block outside. Little bit of a hook and hold by Brian Robinson, number 3, but refs aren't going to call it there. It'll be 1st and 10 in field goal range for Marshall. Again, they have 2 players right next to each other with number 5. That's absolutely illegal, but they don't have that as a flag in College Football 25 for some reason. Quick throws short, and that is Christian Fitzpatrick once again picking up 8 yards for a Marshall 2nd and 2. I was about to say first down, but I must catch myself before I make those kinds of mistakes. Almost a no-look pass there from Quick, and it's a good stop from number 21 for Georgia Tech. That's Omar Daniels making the stop. It'll be 2nd and 2 here for Marshall. Quick is under pressure again. He just barely got an absolute duck to fly away. Georgia Tech has been doing an incredible job of just collapsing the pocket and effectively limiting where Mystery Quick can go with the ball. I could call him Al Quick. Read as AI with the lowercase L. Fake push pass. They hand it off to A.J. Turner, who gets the first down up to the 19-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for Marshall. They're not quite done yet. They're at least going to battle and try and put up a field goal here to keep this game going. Although Georgia Tech could send it to instant Super Sim with a 3rd touchdown. Quick in the shotgun. He's under pressure. He waits, he's sacked again. He almost fumbled up there. That's number 32, Sylvain Yanjuan, with his 2nd sack of the game. Sylvain Yanjuan? from, my dude? Are you actually French? Should I be pronouncing it with a French pronunciation? Accept. From Belgium, Sylvain Yandouin. We'll go with the Americanized pronunciation of that then. There goes the handoff to number 6, the backup running back. And it's going to be a 3-yard gain for Jordan Houston, making it 3rd and 13. Marshall would love to make this a one-possession game, but beggars can't be choosers. If he gets sacked again, just kick the field goal and keep the game alive in some capacity. 3:25 to play here in the first half. Quick throws deep. That's going to be knocked away. Amari Harvey making the job very difficult for the receiver, and this is going to be a long field goal attempt of about 40 yards. For Marshall's kicker, I believe it's going to be Reese Verhoff. We'll see if that's actually who it is. Maybe number 33. Nope, it's Verhoff. In to attempt a 40-yard field goal attempt to keep this game in regular sim. Snap, hold, kick is good. Clutch kick for Verhoff. It's 14-3. Georgia Tech with plenty of time, however, to turn around and try and turn this into a 3-possession game, which would put us in instant super sim. Let's see if their offense can stay cooking at the same level that they were on their first 2 drives. So here comes the kickoff for Marshall. Georgia Tech returns to the 5, 10, 15, 20. And he gets past the 20-yard line to the 23. Once again, giving Georgia Tech decent field position to start. King in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers in the game. He's going to launch that ball deep. It's going to be caught once again by Avery Boyd. He's kind of been the catalyst of this offense. We've had a couple of good gains in the run game, but like the throws to Avery Boyd have been the ones that really kick Georgia Tech into a lethal rhythm. And we'll see if that continues to be the case here with 2:49 to go in the first half. King pointing out defenders. 7 guys in the box. We're going to change over to 6 here as King sends Malik Rutherford outside. They throw a quick pass to him. Not great blocking. He's forced to spin out for a 1-yard gain. But really, if he had tried to make that blocking a little bit better, it probably would have been a hold than a 10-yard penalty. You don't want that. Just let him get out of bounds. No injuries. Protect your guy. And keep it going. 2nd and 9 here for Georgia Tech. King under pressure, throws the screen, and that's a misplaced pass. Once again, they get the quarterback sprinting back onto his back foot, and that makes the screen a much, much harder throw. It's a good play by King. When you don't have control of the ball, just make sure you're throwing it forward. Don't try and risk anything. Control it just enough to avoid the catastrophic. 3rd and 9 here. Can Marshall's defense come up with a huge stop? King immediately under pressure, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. They were trying to set up the screen once again. Probably not the best idea. Should have just gone for max protection and throw it to Avery Boyd, but they did not do that. 4th and 9, Georgia Tech forced to punt, and Marshall with a chance to make this a close game. Let's see if they can pull something off here. Here comes the return. It's going to go out to about the 21-yard line, and Marshall will see if they can get another offensive drive going here. I mean, this would be a seismic upset if they actually beat Georgia Tech. Huge change in territory here right before the top 45. That's number 9 making the catch for Marshall outside. That is somebody. Look at the wrong roster. That's one. Elijah Metcalf with the catch, making it 2nd and 9 from the 22-yard line for Marshall. Quick waits. Throws short. It's going to be caught by the tight end. Toby Payne making his 2nd catch of the game. It'll be 3rd and 4. And now you have a play that could really swing this whole game and show us who's going to get that crucial 2-minute drill drive when all rules of defense kind of shift and change. As teams go to those pre-planned scripts. Quick in the shotgun with another number 5 right next to him. Should be penalized, but they're not going to do it. Quick. Wants to throw short. He's got his man. That's a heavy hit, but Christian Fitzpatrick holds on. Timeout Marshall, and they will get their 2-minute drive. Let's see what they can do now they've kicked things into high gear. Quick throw short again, and that's going to be an intelligent drop by Toby Payne to save about 15 seconds of clock, while only sacrificing like 2 or 3 yards. It's such a smart play. Had it for a second and then dropped it where nobody could have it. Didn't secure the ball. Smart play here at Bobby Dodd Stadium. Quick gets it away. It's going to be caught. And number 3, Brian Robinson, almost got away for a much larger gain. Instead, it'll just be 1st and 10 from the 48. Very, very close to midfield here for Marshall, but they got to get closer to get the field goal range. The stadium's sponsored by Oscar's Pizza. Oscar's Pizza. We're real. We are pizza. Don't question it. Quick in the shotgun. He's under pressure. He's dropped. A 4th sack. I think it's a 4th sack of the day for Georgia Tech's defense. That's Kyle Efford, who had an injury. I don't know if it was serious against Georgia. I don't know that from that game. 2nd and 16. Quick under pressure again. Gets the throwaway this time. That's going to be number 3 making the catch, Brian Robinson. Another timeout for Marshall. They are now out of timeouts. And a good 16 yards away from safe field goal range. Let's see if they can get that on this play. 3rd and 4. Quick under pressure, throws short. That's going to be caught by number 9. Elijah Metcalf secures the 1st down and gets a couple extra seconds for Marshall's offense to regroup. This would be a 55-yard field goal from here, but they have enough time to get closer if they want to, unless they're the Bears, in which case they won't do anything. 1st and 10 from the 38. Quick under center this time. I think he's going to spike it, and yes, he will. That'll mean we get a couple seconds here to evaluate what Marshall's options are. You really can't afford to throw over the middle. You have to go for the sidelines or just a deep shot down the field. They might just be okay with going for it from 55 yards out. Let's see what play they draw up here. Quick throws, intercepted. Omar Daniels with a game-changing pick, stepping right in front and making a contested catch. He gets to the whiteboard, draws out his message. We don't see the message, of course. I wish we could have seen it. But that's a huge play in the home stadium for Georgia Tech. As they look to secure their 4th victory of Imperialism, they make a massive stop to keep this an 11-point game. Marshall does get the ball to start the 2nd half, but that keeps points off the board. Fantastic stop by Omar Daniels. King here with 20 seconds to go. They do have all 3 timeouts. He's going to throw deep. That's going to be incomplete, going out of bounds. 17 seconds to go. We'll see if they run one more deep ball to try and get into field goal range here, which will make it a 14-point ball game once Marshall gets it back. King in the shotgun. He's under pressure. Another screen attempt. This one actually gets to it. Jamal Haynes only picks up like 6 yards, and they will not call their timeout. We will just go to the 2nd half here. Georgia Tech in full control. Marshall's shown some life on offense, but a back-breaking interception thrown by the fake quarterback, Mr. Quick. I don't know his first name. He's not a real player. But it looks like Jameis Winston wearing that number 5 and throwing back-breaking interceptions. We'll see if he can get his act together here, as Marshall will get the ball to start the 2nd half. Let's get this going. 5, 10, 15. Taken down at the 16-yard line for number 2. That's 1st and 10. Bunch formation to the left for Quick. Throws a long ball. It's going to be caught by Elijah Metcalf, who is coming up big on the last couple drives for Marshall. And he moves them up to the 34-yard line. A very bad high five. They tried to go slow, and then both the player and coach just fully missed each other's hands. Not the best execution there, but the execution that mattered was the pass for a huge gain. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line here for Marshall. Quick throw outside. It's going to be caught by Christian Fitzpatrick outside for a 5-yard pickup, making it 2nd and 5 from the 38. Quick is trying to amp up these players as well as an AI can. It's a good, solid tackle. I think that was Rodney Shelley making the stop outside. Was it? No, it was number 3, Amari Harvey making the stop. 2nd and 5 now. Quick throws over the middle. It's going to be caught by Brian Robinson up to the 46. And Marshall's in business. 1st and 10. Already a minute gone here in this 3rd quarter. As Marshall keeps pushing forward, trying to make this a 1-possession game. Press coverage here at the top of your screen. See if Quick can take advantage. He fakes the handoff. Wants to go deep, runs it himself, and that is a great stop by number 59 of Georgia Tech's defense, Thomas Gore, making the stop and holding that run to a 3-yard pickup. Quick did not really stay in that pocket long enough to make a decision. He's been sacked 4 times, so he's like, hey, if that read isn't there immediately, I can't trust my line well enough to hold up to get one of those deeper routes to appear. Big time tackle for loss there from number 6, Rodney Shelley. Flying in, he had a 100-yard pick 6 in Georgia Tech's shocker win over Tennessee. That's the reason why the balls aren't on that. Police officer. So weird. Quick in the shotgun. Under pressure, immediately throws the screen. He got a flag on Georgia Tech, so this might be a 1st down regardless of how this play goes. Let's see what the flag is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Roughing the passer on a screen play. Zeke Biggers with a frustrating penalty there, making it 1st and 10 from the 27. Marshall in comfortable field goal range. As long as they don't have any catastrophic tackles for losses here, they can make this a 1-possession game. There goes A.J. Turner, spinning off the 1st tackle, spinning off 2 more, and picking up 4 yards there. Just keeping the legs moving, falling forward, keeping the Marshall offense on schedule here. Thundering Herd going to keep going. Quick looks outside. Only 5 men in the box. Throws out. That's the wrong choice. What a move! A disgusting juke move from Christian Fitzpatrick to get the 1st down. Marshall is in the red zone. And they've got upset on their mind. It didn't look like it early on. 2 early touchdowns from Georgia Tech as they took control of the game. But here comes Marshall. Number 9 for Georgia Tech left, picking up his sneakers. Romello Height, the high-profile transfer. Here's 1st and 10 from the 16. Turner goes outside. They throw it to Turner. Tries to pick up the block. He does, but then jukes back into the defender. That's Omar Daniels, so far the defensive MVP for Georgia Tech. Had an interception to end a late 1st half drive. And he makes a tackle for loss there. Make it 2nd and 13 for the 19. Georgia Tech trying desperately to force a field goal here to maintain control over this game. Quick tries to run outside, and the read option is just not his game. It's no yardage there. It'll be 3rd and 13 here for Marshall. Can they make this a 4-point game, or will they be content just to make it a 1-possession ball game? It all comes down to this play. 4 wide receivers in the ball game. Quick is going to take the snap here. Under pressure immediately, he just barely gets the throw away and does not take the sack. He does the bare minimum well, and it'll be a 36-yard field goal attempt here for Reese Verhoff, his 2nd attempt of the ball game. Let's see if he can convert on this one. He already converted from 40 earlier on. Let's see if he can get it from 36. Snap, hold, kick is good, but a flag is down.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh my God. That's a 15-yard penalty on 4th and 13. Giving Marshall the ball, 1st and goal from the 7. So handoff to number 5, AJ Turner tries to cut it outside. And number 44, Kyle Efford, turns him back. It'll be 2nd goal for the 9. Now, they pretty much have to try 2 passes, and then it's just a similar play, another field goal. So it'll come down to whether the mystery man, Mr. Quick, can fit into a tight passing window. 4 wide receivers in the game. AJ Turner's probably also going out to receive. No, he stays in the block. Quick under pressure, sacked again. This has been a brutal game for that offensive line. 5 sacks for Georgia Tech. Romello Height, one of the guys getting there this time. It's 3rd and goal all the way back at the 15-yard line. Romello Height, the main guy in there. Let's see if that was an assistant sack or if he got it by himself. They'll probably also give it to number 88, Zeke Biggers, who made a difficult roughing the passer call earlier on this drive. So he's making up for it there, making it 3rd and goal from the 15. Let's see if Marshall can convert here in a very difficult situation. Quick throws a short pass. He's got blockers and plenty of space. Hurdles a man and gets down to the 2-yard line. That is Christian Fitzpatrick. Now, do they go do or die here? They've had the ball for essentially the entire 3rd quarter. So time is a factor, but it would still be a one-possession game if they kick a field goal. I think they are going to go for it. They know how dangerous these short kicks are. It's going to be a short yardage play. Handoff. No, it's a fake. He throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall. A ballsy call goes to number 80, who's not even on the roster. Holmes makes the catch. Looking for his last name. I can't find it. Huge play to probably an AI player right there. As Justin Holmes, the fake tight end, making the catch in traffic. Sustains a hit from 2 different players. And Marshall is very much in this ballgame. All they need is 1 stop, and they can try and take the lead against Georgia Tech, who owns one of the largest territories in the entire game. And they're going for 2. They are going for 2. Quick throw, short, got him again. And this time it's the real tight end, Toby Payne. And Marshall can tie the game with a field goal. We are going to have a barn burner of a 4th quarter here. Let's see if Georgia Tech can quickly make this a 10-point game with a touchdown. They'll take this kick out. Not a great return. Only back to the 14-yard line. Jamal Haynes did what he could with it, but it's a difficult position to start in for the Georgia Tech offense. 6 defenders in the box for Marshall. They want to really bring the blitz here. They only rush 4. King throws short, caught. That's Chase Lane making the catch, getting a 1st down out to the 24-yard line for the Yellow Jackets. It's a sprightly fight song. Got a lot of energy and personality to it. It's fun. It's kind of unassuming. You have press coverage top and bottom of the screen. Could be a deep ball touchdown here for Georgia Tech to quickly retake control. Avery Boyd goes in motion as the wingback. They hand it off to Haynes, and he hesitated. Only picked up 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 28-yard line. Georgia Tech, they're world beaters in real life. They've done the same thing in Imperialism. They took down Tennessee, who's probably going to the college football playoff in their home stadium, had a 100-yard pick 6 to pull off the upset. And they also beat Appalachian State and somebody else that once again I'm forgetting. Purdue. They beat Purdue in Imperialism as well. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's jump straight to the 4th here. Georgia Tech has the ball at the 31-yard line. Let's see if they can keep this going. RPO to the outside of Chase Lane, who breaks a couple tackles and gets the 1st and 10 from the 35. Chase Lane, one of the leading receivers in Imperialism, making a big play there to get to the 35-yard line. Georgia Tech involved in one of the only 2 overtime games in Imperialism, fitting that a team who was in an 8 overtime battle in real life gets to play in overtime in this tournament as well. Jamal Haynes taken down. Good form tackle by number 32, I believe, for Marshall's defense. Number 30 might have been Jaden Yates making the stop. Jamal Haynes picking up 4 yards as Georgia Tech keeps pushing forward. They just want to drain clock and push this to a 2-possession game if they can. They want to end this game before Marshall has a chance. King, under pressure, gets it away. Deep ball is knocked away. That might have been Jadarius Green McKnight making the stop. I didn't really see who got their hand up, but he was one of the 2 players there. It'll be 3rd and 6. Difficult play for the Yellow Jackets to convert. Let's see if they can pull it off right here, right now. King with Jamal Haynes right next to him. Light box. Let's see if they like to run. They won't. King, all of his reads are covered, but he throws wide open over the middle. Malik Rutherford makes the catch up to the 38-yard line. They're on the outskirts of field goal range. But the more important thing is they get the first down. Another 15 seconds come off the clock. And Georgia Tech trying to avoid an upset here against a feisty Sun Belt school in the Marshall Thundering Herd. King in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Throws deep. Caught. Chase Lane up to the 15-yard line. Huge decision. It's a deep route for an RPO, but Haynes King takes advantage and gets the first down to the 15. And this is Imperialism. Every single game has the significance of a national championship. It's do or die every single time. So you have to play your best every snap you are out there. King throws short. That's going to be caught. And that'll be just short of another first down. It's Avery Boyd, who's been one of the best receivers in this game. He's a tight end, so that's really saying something. He's got that Isaiah Likely look to him. 2nd and 1 from the 5 for Georgia Tech. Haynes gets the first down. Can he get more? He might. He does. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. It's a 10-point ball game. Because of how feisty Marshall has been, we will show this next drive for them, but then we will take this one out to Super Sim if they cannot score there. 4:37 to play. Georgia Tech has once again made this a multiple possession game, and Marshall has to be perfect from here on out, or else their Imperialism journey will start and end tonight in Atlanta. Here comes the extra point attempt for Aiden Burr. Snap, hold, kick is good. 10 plays, 85 yards. Georgia Tech has been the king of the long drive in this tournament. And they pulled off another one when they absolutely had to have it. Probably going to see a lot of Bobby Dodd Stadium in this tournament, given how big Georgia Tech's territory is. There goes another run. This is going to be number 2, taking out to the 22-yard line for Marshall. This is quite possibly their last drive of Imperialism. Let's see what the fake quarterback has for us right here. Quick, under pressure, throws a screen, and a big-time juke move. They've been loving those moves today. And A.J. Turner is able to pick up 2 yards in a play that could have been a lot worse. Could have been a sack, could have been a TFL. Instead, it's a measly 2-yard pickup, but it will take another 15 seconds off the clock for the Marshall Thundering Herd. Press coverage here on every single receiver. Let's see if Marshall can take advantage. Quick, waits, throws, short, caught by Brian Robinson, making it 3rd and 1. Georgia Tech can end it right here. Can their defense come up with their 6th sack of the game? Or will it be a quick run to A.J. Turner? What does Marshall do when everything rides on this choice? Direct snap to A.J. Turner. He gets the first down and a whole lot more. Georgia Tech was not ready for that. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. I was not ready for that. Wow. Really great setup for the Marshall Thundering Herd. Biggers reacted just in time to get off his block, but he was not fast enough. Helps up his fellow defender. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 45. Quick, lines everybody up. 3:38 to go here. He waits. He's under pressure. He rolls out. He'll be able to pick up a couple yards here to the 50. He slides down after a 6-yard gain. But that's another 15 seconds off the clock. They're keeping all 3 timeouts, and they really have to do so. They have to save those so they can try and make a defensive stop to get this ball back instead of going for an onside kick. Quick lines everybody up. And they have to try and get a first down here. They can't afford to let another 15 seconds fall off the clock. Quick throws short. It's going to be a first down to number 9. That's Elijah Metcalf making another catch. 1st and 10. They're in business at the 44-yard line, but still not in field goal range. 2:45 to play in this ball game. Quick gets everybody lined up. Got a crazy finish here in Atlanta. Let's see if Marshall can make it crazier. Quick throws short again. That's another inbounds tackle. And they are just shredding away at this clock. That is their most valuable resource right now, besides possession. A.J. Turner makes the catch, but does nothing else with it. Good form tackle there by Georgia Tech. It's Kyle Efford who's on the big play. 2nd and 4. Last play before the 2-minute warning here. Quick takes the snap, has extra protection. He throws short again. And it's not going to matter this time because we'll go to the 2-minute warning, but Georgia Tech is taking away everything long. They are forcing these passes over the middle. They're allowing them to be open so that it's the only feasible option for Mr. AI Quick to go to. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line for Marshall. Quick, under pressure, throws short. It's going to be caught. Number 6, can he get out of bounds? He can. Picks up 9 yards. That is Jordan Houston making the catch, breaking a couple tackles, and saving time for the Marshall Thundering Herd. This is going to be close. 2nd and 1 from the 22. Quick throws short, dropped. Almost the right choice there from Brian Robinson, because you can pick up 1 yard pretty easily. Save the timeout. You avoid the 15 seconds coming off the clock. Although it wouldn't have been 15 seconds. They would have had... You know what? That's just a bad drop. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. 3rd and 1. Huge play here. Quick. Rolls out. Going to try and run. Throws at the last second. Caught by A.J. Turner to the 10. Jukes out of one man. Keeps his feet going up to the 4. And now they take a timeout. Why would you take a timeout? Oh my God. Horrible call by the Marshall coach. Quick throws quickly. Touchdown, Marshall. Tyshawn Chapman, his first catch of the game. But that timeout is going to make things a lot harder here. They might have to go for an onside kick. Because now, a field goal keeps the one-possession game. They can afford to take the onside kick to try and go super risky. Tyshawn Chapman with the catch. They get into the end zone, but 1 first down effectively ends the game for Georgia Tech, and they can notch their 4th victory in this tournament against a very difficult to beat Marshall Thundering Herd. Here's the extra point from Reese Verhoff. Snap, hold, kick is good. 21-18 here, 11 plays, 79 yards. They took up a lot of time, though, and they used one of their 3 precious timeouts. And they will attempt the onside kick. Verhoff chips it. It goes over one man and it's picked up by Georgia Tech easily. Chase Lane picks it up and gets all the way up to the 37. Georgia Tech already in field goal range. So now, Marshall needs to make a stop. They cannot afford for Georgia Tech to get a single first down. The run goes to Haynes, and he's dropped in the backfield. Quick timeout for Marshall. And we'll jump right back up into it here. 2nd and 13 from the 40-yard line. And now they're kind of being pushed outside of field goal range here. This could be a significant stop for Marshall. Haynes tries to get to the left. Can't break away from number 10 there for Marshall. That's Jacoby Henderson making the stop. And there's the last timeout for Marshall. If they can make this stop, they just might get it back without giving up a field goal. King. Hands off to Haynes. Cuts back to the right. He's stuffed. This would be a 58-yard field goal attempt. Do they dare? Because if they miss it, then Marshall only has to go about 20 yards to get into field goal range themselves. And they will punt it away, trying to erase their chances. But these short yardage punts have usually been shanks. Let's see what this punter can do. It's a shank. It's decent, though. It gets out to the 18. That's David Shanahan with the punt. And now Marshall with no timeouts in 48 seconds. Let's see if they can pull this off. Quick. Waiting. Under pressure. Throws the ball away at the last possible second, and it's caught! And for some reason, he doesn't go down in bounds. It's a duck of a throw, but Elijah Metcalf makes the catch up to the 40, and they only need about 10 yards to get in field goal range and force overtime. We might have a bonkers finish to this game. He was so open that the floating dead ball pass didn't matter. Metcalf was able to stop, secure the catch. 1st and 10. They're already in business. 25 seconds to go. You're going to spike the ball here. And now you have to throw past the first down marker because you have no other choice. 2nd and 10 here from the 40. You're technically in field goal range, but you have to get closer to really give Reese Verhoff a chance. Press coverage on both top receivers. Quick. Has a man open. That's going to be caught. They're in bounds and in field goal range. This is probably going to be a spike and a field goal attempt here, because they're going to set the chains right about now. Yeah, I have to think it's just spike and field goal from the 19. This will be for overtime. Marshall with a chance to erase a 14-0 deficit and force overtime against Georgia Tech. There's the spike. 5 seconds to go. And here comes the field goal attempt, Reese Verhoff. From 36 yards out. He's already made one from this distance today. Can he do it again with the pressure on him? Timeout, Georgia Tech. They're going to ice the kicker. Verhoff from 36 yards. Here we go. Snap, hold, kick is good. And we are headed to overtime between Georgia Tech and Marshall. The Thundering Herd will have a chance to give one of the largest territories on the map to a group of 5 school. And then we would have Boise State, Utah State, and Marshall controlling a huge percentage of the land as we go into the top 45. Just as Imperialism should be. Full, unadulterated chaos. 2 seconds to go. Marshall will kick the ball off here. This is going to be overtime once again for Georgia Tech. Can they get redemption for their heartbreaking loss against Georgia? Or will it be more heartbreak for all Yellow Jacket fans out there? Here's the kick return. It probably will be the last play of regulation here, and it'll go for nothing. Here comes overtime. We're going to skip right to it here. We don't need to see the rules. Georgia Tech wins the toss, so they will start probably on defense. And they will. Marshall picks their side. And we are underway in Atlanta, Bobby Dodd Stadium, hosting another overtime game. Quick will start with the ball. Let's see if Georgia Tech can get back on their BS here on defense. Quick. Throws, long, caught. Breaks a tackle. That's Christian Fitzpatrick advancing forward to the 9-yard line. The 3rd overtime game of Imperialism. Marshall refuses to go gently into that good night, as Amari Harvey could not make effective coverage here. It's 1st and goal from the 9 for Marshall. You have an uncovered man here. It's number 2, Tyshawn Chapman. Instead, they hand it off to A.J. Turner, and that is a fast recovery for Georgia Tech, making it 2nd goal from the 8. You had a wide open man. They sold out against the run. Marshall didn't realize it. That could have been a touchdown there. Instead, it's 2nd goal from the 8 for Marshall. So hand off to Turner. He goes outside to the 5. He's taken down at the 6. It'll be 3rd and goal. all comes down to this for Marshall. Can they make another difficult touchdown play happen? Quick, the fake quarterback. He drops back. Gonna run it himself. He has an open lane. Touchdown, Marshall! And the Thundering Herd have their first lead of the ball game in overtime. And these Georgia Tech fans are in a state of shock. It's a rushing score for Ethan Quick. That's his name. We finally know it once this game gets to overtime. Now here comes the extra point for Reese Verhoff to make this a 7-point ball game. Georgia Tech in major trouble here. Snap, hold, kick is good. And let's see if Georgia Tech can secure a double overtime here. It would only be the second double overtime game of Imperialism. Penn State, Maryland being the only other example. King throws short. That's going to be caught by number 9, Avery Boyd, once again coming up huge. It'll be 2nd and 2 here for Georgia Tech. I would imagine there's going to be a read option play either to a very good rushing quarterback or a fantastic running back in Jamal Haynes. Let's see where this goes. King in the pistol. Extra protection. They hand it off to Haynes, and he does not get the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Georgia Tech. You have to think this is another run. You have to go to your strength. I mean, I know the passing game's been good, but just get the first down. Keep yourself alive. They come out in a passing formation. Marshall stacks the box anyway. It will be a pass. King throws short. It's going to be dropped. Dropped by the receiver. I don't even know who that was. But it'll be 4th and 1. It all comes down to this to Georgia Tech. This perennial underdog. Is it more overtime heartbreak for Georgia Tech, or can they gain 1 yard here? Only 5 defenders in the box. You have to run it. They don't. King throws short, and that is caught. A difficult but necessary catch for Chase Lane. And it is a first down to the 10. They can get a first down inches away from the goal line, but this is probably 1st and goal. They have to treat it like 1st and goal. For Georgia Tech here, a crucial first down to keep this game going. We're probably going over an hour here. King under pressure on 1st and 10. Once again, they don't run the ball. He rolls out. Cannot get away. It's a sack back to the 15. Number 15 and number 93 combining to make the stop. It's Nathan Totten. No, it's not Nathan Totten. That's Jabari Ishmael making the stop, along with 15 Mike Green stepping in to make the stop. A clutch sack there for Marshall. Effectively taking away the run game. It'll be 2nd and 14. I mean, you might want to run it just to like make things slightly easier. Let's see what happens here. King throws, end zone. Out of the back of the end zone, Malik Rutherford cannot corral it. It's 3rd and 14. All of the pressure on Georgia Tech. Can their offense come up with the touchdown when they absolutely need it, or will they be eliminated and hand one of the biggest territories on the map to Marshall? This is the chaos of late game Imperialism. It has well and truly arrived. King is hit. 4th and 14. A crucial hurry there. Makes it do or die in a very difficult situation for Georgia Tech. Their fans can't believe it. Let's see how this one finishes out. 4th and long for the Yellow Jackets. King waits, under pressure again. He throws to the end zone. That'll be intercepted. He takes it out. He's taken down. Josh Moten is your hero, and the Marshall Thundering Herd come back from down 14-zip in the first half with a quarterback who isn't even real. And they secure one of the largest territories on the map. Ethan Quick, a senior. Let's see if he is real. Ethan Quick, QB. Elite prospects. He's a Northern Illinois quarterback. He may have transferred to Marshall without us realizing it. He is real. He is a real person, which is cool. But Marshall gets the upset over Georgia Tech. And it's more heartbreak for the Yellow Jackets. You hate to see it, really. I mean, they fought hard, which is what they're good at. We got to go to the map and take them off this territory. My goodness, what an upset. We just went over the hour mark. Page died, but we're back to it. And here we go. Georgia Tech, you gave us a legendary upset over Tennessee. You took out Appalachian State and Purdue, but ultimately, you could not beat Marshall when it mattered most. Bye-bye. Borders. I think that's the biggest we can make this logo. Let's set this one away. There we go. No. Hold on. And I'm not doing a good job with this. There we go. And Marshall now controls this huge territory in the middle of the Southeast. They now border some of the best remaining teams in the country. They border Alabama and South Carolina and Virginia Tech and Michigan and Notre Dame, Missouri and Vandy, and some of the North Carolina supercluster. So they will be tested. They probably won't make it much further. But that is certainly a great position for them to be in for their fans, to have such a visible position on the map as we go into the top 45. A late Group of 5 upset over a Power 4 team. As we keep this going, we will see y'all for likely a doubleheader tomorrow. And thanks for watching this episode. Make sure